Why have you refused to be responsible? Why have you refused to be accountable to yourself? Why have you refused to believe in yourself? Why do you think another person is better than you and can give a better decision or make a better decision for you? Why do you keep asking people about, their opinions or what they think about what you want to do? Why? Why do you give them the power to do that? Why? Hi, welcome to Life with Queenie. My name is Quinette Ngozichinyere. I am a mindset and personal development coach. Here we talk everything personal development. We talk about self-esteem, self-awareness, self-love, self-growth, and everything, positive mindset, and a little of lifestyle, to not kill us. So that's by the way. Thank you so very much for coming. If you're new, I love you with all my heart. Thank you for coming by. I want you to subscribe. I want you to like, thumbs up, tap the notification bell to be the first to know once I upload a new video, and make sure you share. Thank you so very much for already doing that. Thank you if you are already an old subscriber. I love you very much. Thank you for coming back. I'm so grateful. Thank you for helping me build this channel. I'm really grateful. Thank you so very much. So let's get into today's topic. Today we are looking at how not to seek validation from others. Okay. Every one of us are likely to seek validation from others, either about relationships, either about ideas, opinions, and the truth is, not seeking validation will make us more responsible and accountable, both to our personal lives, careers, and relationships. All right. When you take a decision, you are likely to make sure that it works, but when you see validation, you are almost like someone who is confused, who doesn't know whether what I'm trying to do is right or is not right, or what people will think, or I'm not very sure. That's what you're saying. I'm not responsible. So I want to make sure that the whole community comes together and to agree, so that if I go into this thing and I fail, I will say, okay, all of you agreed, though. But it's not necessary. It's dangerous for you to toe that line. That's the truth. Because whether you know it or not, everybody's dealing with one thing or the other, and it's possible the people you're even talking to are not so interested in what you're bringing to their table. So and of course, when they even try to kind of agree with you or not agree with you, they are speaking from their own jaundiced knowledge, because you're the one that came up with this idea. You're the one that that has these issues. You're the one battling with something. It's not their problem. So why are you bringing it to their table instead of standing your ground and taking a decision? All right. And from research, it's obvious that there are two particular factors that could be responsible for people always behaving in this manner. The first one is when you come from a very strict background. All right. When people come from a strict background, decisions are made for them. Even as grown adults, adults that should be taking care of others, you still see their parents, even at old, they are taking decisions. You don't have to do your master's, you have to do your master's. You don't have to work here, you have to work here. Some people, even when they had gone for service, they can be told, no, you don't have to stay there, come back here. So at the end of the day, you see people who are actually very unstable, because they have never really made any decision on their own and were accountable for that decision. And that is one of the things we want to look at today. Then another type of personalities that also experience this particular thing is people who are usually, anxious, people who are fearful. And of course, that fear is the mother of anxiety. So when people are fearful, they can hardly take any step. They are always afraid, what if I take this decision? Would it work? It's not likely to work. Am I on the right path? Even when they want to get married, is that bad? They're asking everybody around them, do you think this guy is good? Babe, this guy, the only person that knows the guy better should be you. Do you think this guy is handsome? Do you think this guy is courteous enough? Do you think they will keep asking questions because they need that validation before they can take that step? So they don't see it as something that has to do with their lives and something they will need to stand by and tell themselves that, listen, I'm going into this and I've done my checks and I've looked at the pros and the cons and I'm going right into it. And at the end of the day, they want to bring everybody together to agree with them. These are the two major factors that scholars have found out that could be a trigger for such things. So today we're going to look at five proven ways not to seek, 5 proven ways not to seek validation from people. 5 proven ways. All right, the first one is learn to trust in your own judgments. Yes, learn to trust in your own judgment. Take decisions and stand by it. All right, believing that you have the ability to discover, to do a research, to do the checks that you need to check, and then come up with a formidable solution or idea or an opinion. Learn to trust yourself enough to say that this judgment is final. All right? So, if you're able to do that, you will see that before long, you will not have any reason to be asking people, try it. If you start the first one and it works, you know that it's going to work. All right? Then the second one is to not to compare yourself with others. Don't do it. Don't ever try it. Don't compare yourself with anybody. Let me tell you the truth. We're all on a journey, and life is a journey on its own. So you see, I'm on a journey. You are on your own journey. All right? So don't look at me and say, oh, look at everything is just perfect for this person. This person went to the best school. This person graduated first class. This person came out and got the best of job. This person got married. This person, my dear, you are not there. How can you be so sure that every single thing is working out for this person? It's not possible. And even if it's working out for the person, it shouldn't be your business. All right? You are on your own journey. Don't compare someone's 54th journey, to someone's first journey. It's like where you, even on this YouTube street, you come on YouTube and say, oh, someone has billions of subscribers, millions of subscribers. Do you know when they started? It wasn't a day's job. Over time, they've grown, and they're still growing. All right? We all have our challenges. So don't compare and put pressure on yourself, and it will make you start thinking, because this person is on this path and the person has never failed, then the person has become almighty. I can ask the person any question, the person will give me the right answer that I seek. It doesn't work that way there. All right? The third one is being aware of your actions. Be aware of your actions. How can you do that? You have to learn to be aware of your actions. Every action has a reaction. in case you don't know. Every single action has a reaction. That is to say, everything you do, there is something that will come out of it. It's either it's positive or it's negative. Having known that, it means that you have to do a thorough check. Before you take any decision, sit back, take time, brood over it, think through, and be sure that the decision you want to take will be a decision that at the end of the day, you will not have any regrets. If you learn to do your thorough, if you learn to listen to your spirit, you will know when you're on the right track. You don't need anybody to tell. You don't need that validation. You don't need anybody to start advising you. No, you will just know that this is the right track. And don't deceive yourself. Maybe you hear another thing you're telling yourself because something is already on your head, and you're telling yourself, no. I heard some. Just listen. Be calm, and you will see that you will just tell yourself that this is it. All right. So the next one is learn to step aside. All right. Learn to take your time. Accept mistakes. If you do something and you failed, tell yourself there is no problem. I'm getting better at it. And what we call that is practicing self-love. Don't beat yourself up. Don't say, they say I shouldn't seek for validation. Now I've made this mistake. Now what if you were seeking for validation and then you had been failing? Of course you have been doing that all your life. Have you succeeded? The answer is no. So while you are at it, practice self-love. And how do you do that? Clap for yourself when you win. And when you fail or you make mistakes, make sure that you work on it. Make sure that that mistake becomes your strength. All right? When you make any mistake, it becomes your strength. And that is the best way to work on yourself. Not making mistakes will just keep you there where you keep, seeking for validation here and there, even when you don't need to. So, do your thorough research. Be aware of what you're going into. Learn, trust yourself for the decisions you want to take, and then go into it. And for any reason, it doesn't work out the way you thought it should have. Learn from that mistake and let it become your strength, such that if you're going into another decision, you're taking a particular route, you will not have to be afraid. That means you have conquered that self-sabotage. You have conquered that low self-esteem of not believing that you're good enough to make decisions and they will come out well. All right. So the last but not the least is seeking validation from social media. I had to laugh a little bit because we're in the area where we take pictures. In fact, we look for the best of pictures and then we send it on social media, and people are saying, oh, you're beautiful, oh, you're this, oh, you're this, oh, I love your hair, oh, your makeup is so on point, oh, your dress. You even have trolls who will come and say, you look ugly, you look this, you don't know how to speak English, you're going to meet these people. And then the annoying thing is that some people will come, they post these pictures and then tell me what you think, and people will start telling you. And the truth is that they're not just doing it because they just want to warm up their page. No, for real, they want people to tell them. It's possible they didn't see anybody around their vicinity to ask, so the only place was social media, and so they ask people to tell them what they feel, how you see them, what you think about their dress. And these social media sisters and brothers, they are there giving you ideas, and at the end of the day, you're even more confused than when you came on board. Don't do that to yourself. Don't seek that validation. If you post pictures, it's because you want to post pictures, not because you're seeking for someone to say you're beautiful. You should know if you're beautiful, and you're beautiful. Okay? God does not make mistakes. I hope you know. So you're beautiful. All right? If you made a dress, it is beautiful. If you bought a hair, it is beautiful. All right? You don't need anybody to tell you that. And that's that. And that will make you a better, a stronger, a more confident person, and someone who will trust, herself or himself while taking decisions. Thank you so very much for staying till now. I'm so grateful. I don't want this video to be longer than it is already. I'm so grateful that you came and you stayed up until now. Thank you so very much. God bless you. Love you. Bye.